Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight as we announce our 50th anniversary season here at Alabama Shakespeare Festival. I'm Todd Schmidt, the Executive Director, and joining me is...
I'm Rick Dildine. I'm Rick Dildine, Artistic Director.
We are so pleased that you have joined us tonight, and we are so excited to announce this amazing season that will begin very shortly. A couple housekeeping items. We're going to be taking questions later that may develop that you may have during this webinar. And you can submit questions through Zoom by using the Q&A feature. And we will then do our best to answer all the questions that may come in at any time. Feel free to ask questions at any time throughout the presentation. We're excited to be here, and it's amazing to think that a theater that started in 1972 in Anniston, Alabama, and moved to Montgomery, Alabama in 1985 is approaching 50 years old. And it's a testament to all of you who have supported the theater over all these many years, and to everyone throughout our state and our community. I'll now turn this over to Rick to take us through the exciting lineup of shows we have for you this season. Rick?
Hello, everyone. It is so good to be with all of you. There are so many of you watching from across the country. Thank you for being with us tonight. The playwright and the author, Zora Neale Hurston, said, "There are years that ask questions and years that answer." The past year has certainly asked questions of who we are. What do we value? Where are we headed? And it's also answered questions. Where did many of us turn to in the past year? Music, streaming TV, films, books, the arts. We turn to the arts to help us get through the past year and a half, and to each other. We build community together. And the arts bring us together, and it is time to come back together. The long intermission is finally coming to a close. And as Todd said, it's a milestone year for us, our 50th anniversary season. July 12th, 1972 in Anniston, Alabama, ASF had its inaugural season. And right now, we're all coming together to officially kick off the golden anniversary. I knew the 50th anniversary would be a year marked with celebrations, but I had no clue that it may very well be our most defining. Because what we do best is what people need most right now. The theater brings people together. And we need to be together. And for this theater to fully realize its vision and its mission, it needs you now. The season we're going to share tonight, it spans real life to fairy tale. It celebrates family and heritage. It travels from medieval Scotland to modern day Ferguson, Missouri. World premieres, some classics that never get old. There's serious art, and there are just some pure campy moments. And almost all of the shows have never been performed at ASF. So let's get going. We open our season with the world premiere of Shoebox Picnic Roadside Route 1 by Deneen Reynolds Knott. It's 1955. A family is caravanning from Harlem to North Carolina to visit their mother. Not knowing if they'd have a restaurant where they could eat, this family pulls off to the side of the road to enjoy the picnic they've packed in shoeboxes. Pushing the boundaries of transformative theatrical performances, this play will be performed outside on the grounds of ASF. You, the audience, will experience an immersion of the 1950s as real cars from that time period arrive. A family pours out of those cars, they lay out their blankets, and they tell the story of how they have passed down who they are through the food we make. And the bonus, when you buy a ticket to this show, you get to eat the same picnic they've prepared. Fried chicken, potato salad, biscuits, chocolate cake. Shoebox Picnic Roadside Route 1 will be directed by Tiffany Nicole Green, who is the resident director of Hamilton on Broadway. Next up, folks, last Christmas, we premiered our first streaming film ever, a one-woman version of A Christmas Carol starring Greta Lambert. It's coming back. But this production was so successful that we're fully realizing this unique holiday offering in our Octagon. And Greta Lambert will perform her one-woman production of this Charles Dickens classic tale. Also this holiday season, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, the Tony Award-winning musical from the creators of South Pacific and The Sound of Music. It delights audiences with its surprisingly contemporary take on the classic tale. We've got the pumpkin, the glass slipper, the masked ball, and more. You're going to be transported back to your childhood as you rediscover some of Rodgers and Hammerstein's beloved songs in this hilarious and romantic experience for all ages. Cinderella will star Birmingham native Alexa Sims in the title role and Andrew Brewer as her beloved prince. Next up, Macbeth is one of Shakespeare's most famous plays. Often referred to as the cursed play, we don't dare utter the play's name aloud in the theater. Rumor has it that on opening night of this production back in 1606, the actor playing Lady Macbeth suddenly died, and Shakespeare himself had to perform the role. This play is full of magic, danger, swordplay, and some of the most complicated characters the bard wrote. The play asks, what if honorable people do dishonorable things? And this production will be one of our boldest and biggest Shakespeare plays in a very long time. Next up, in 1983, an off-Broadway musical premiered in downtown Manhattan. It would go on to run for over 5 years and inspire a 1986 cult classic film, Little Shop of Horrors, celebrates the camp of horror and sci-fi films. Howard Ashman and Alan Menken, writers who you know as the creators of Disney's Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, they're the creative geniuses behind what has become one of the most popular shows in the world. And we're going to perform this in our Octagon. This intimate musical features a plant from outer space that becomes a man-eating menace on Earth. With an R&B, doo-wop, Motown soundtrack, this show is full of songs that you're going to leave humming. Next up, 1961, a group of young civil rights activists boarded buses in Washington, D.C. They were bound for New Orleans. Their goal was to challenge the non-enforcement of Supreme Court decisions which ruled that segregated public buses were unconstitutional. In this world premiere play, we go on the road with those writers as they tell us the stories of their experiences from their perspective and that of their parents and loved ones. Freedom Rider is a world premiere play from the director and writer of Fly, the story of the Tuskegee Airmen that played at ASF in 2018. This is a world premiere play that will start in Alabama and then move to Crossroads Theater in New Jersey. Next up, jump to August 2014. Michael Brown was tragically murdered in Ferguson, Missouri. His death triggered a national call for justice. Pulitzer Prize finalist Dale Orlando Smith's Until the Flood was written in response to Michael Brown's death. Having interviewed scores of St. Louis residents, Orlando Smith portrays the many faces found within the community, giving each a chance to take center stage. This is a powerful, well-balanced examination of race relations in America. Thought-provoking, gripping. Folks, I promise this is a must-see show for where we are in America today. And then we jump to the summer, and our summer kicks off with The Marvelous Wonderettes. This smash off-Broadway hit takes you back to 1958 Springfield High School prom, where we meet Betty Jean, Cindy Lou, Missy, and Susie, 4 girls with hopes and dreams as big as their crinoline skirts. As we learn about their lives and loves, the girls serenade us with classic 50s hits, including Lollipop, Dream Lover, Stupid Cupid, Mr. Sandman, Respect, Heat Wave, It's My Party, Son of a Preacher Man, Rescue Me. Featuring over 30 classic 50s and 60s hits, the Marvelous Wonderettes will keep you smiling in this musical trip down memory lane. And we close our season with American Mariachi. So here's a wild idea, an all-girl mariachi band. But it's the 1970s, and girls can't be mariachis, or can they? American Mariachi is a heartwarming, hilarious comedy about family, progress, and the freedom to dream big that will send your heart soaring and put a bounce in your step with a wave of vibrant, infectious live mariachi music, all on our festival stage. So there you have it, folks, our 50th anniversary season of 9 exciting shows, and we cannot wait to welcome you back. Todd?
Thank you, Rick. That was spectacular. I'm even more excited than I was before we started to hear all these great shows listed for this coming 50th anniversary season. We are now, right now, as we speak, you can order your season tickets to all of these shows. Can you go back one slide for me, please? Thank you. So there are 8 shows in the season ticket package, from A Christmas Carol through American Mariachi. Those are the tickets on sale right now. As subscribers, you will get the opportunity to be the first people to buy tickets to Shoebox Picnic Roadside Route 1. That is an add-on and not part of the subscription package. But it's not as Rick described it, obviously, it's something you're not going to want to miss. We didn't include that in the subscription package because it's happening in a unique outdoor environment, as Rick said, and the audience is only limited to 75 people per performance. So as a subscriber, you'll be in that 75 and be one of the first people. Now we're going to have a number of performances with 75 people in them. So it's not only 75 people who get to see it, but we couldn't open it up to all our subscription packages. So that is an add-on. Everything else will be included in the subscription package. Thank you. We can go to the next slide, please. And as you remember, our subscription packages are the best way to see theater here in Montgomery, Alabama at Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Subscribers can save up to 40% off the cost of single tickets. You have unlimited free exchange privileges. So if you've booked a night and something comes up and you need to see that show on a different night, your exchanges are free. You'll get invitations to special events. You'll get discounts at our partner restaurants. You'll get 50% off youth tickets to main stage shows when ordered with your subscription, and 20% off additional tickets to main stage shows ordered at that same time. So again, it's the best way to see this exciting lineup of 9 shows, including Shoebox, and save up to 40% off the packages. Next slide, please. Single tickets are not on sale currently, so they will not go on sale until these dates. Shoebox Picnic Roadside Route 1 will go on sale August 23rd. That's in order to give subscribers the first chance to buy tickets to that show. We know it's going to be a hot seller. And then for other shows in our season, starting with Christmas Carol and Cinderella on, those tickets will go on sale to single ticket buyers on September 15th. So currently, we are renewing those people who have been subscribers in the past. Just call the box office or go to asf.net and you can get to a easy subscription renewal form. All right, next one. This is some artwork you're going to see around town coming up soon. It's a kind of a new rebranding exercise. We just wanted you all to be the first to get a look at these gorgeous graphics and our new catchphrase, stories for all, a place for everyone. I hope you've been submitting some questions online through the question and answer feature, and we will start answering some of those. Rick, anything else to add at this point?
No, we are so excited to have you all back. Shoebox will be partnering with a local restaurant as well. We'll be announcing that restaurant soon. So all this food is going to be made here locally in Montgomery. And we're in the final stages of casting the shows. The shows will be completely cast by September 30th. We'll be sharing those cast later on as the different shows roll out. But it's pulling together to be a really exciting season.
Rick, we have some questions coming in. So one of the questions was, when can we buy our season ticket packages? You can buy those right now. You can go online. There's an easy form at asf.net, or you can call our box office. And I think we have a slide with those numbers on it. I think it's the next one, Kate, for us to see. Oh, questions. Yeah, that's a good one. So that's the number for our box office. There are some people there until 9 p.m. tonight. And obviously, just go online and you can fill out the form and send us your information, and we'll get in touch with you about specific seat locations.
People are asking, what's in the picnic? It's dinner time. Y'all are hungry out there. There is going to be fried chicken, potato salad, biscuit, and a piece of chocolate cake, and then a lovely bottle of cheer wine, which I've just been recently introduced to. It's delicious.
I know many people are concerned about COVID and the current things that we're going through. Just so you know, as we said, Shoebox Roadside Picnic is outside. So we will be able to maintain some distancing and being outside, which, as the CDC has said, is a safer place to be. Once we move inside in November for Christmas Carol and for Cinderella, we will be re-examining our guidelines and following all the CDC recommendations and the recommendations and requirements of our local governmental officials. If we were going to open inside today, we would require face masks. We'll see as things progress. As we all know, these recommendations and the scourge of this pandemic seems to change on a day-to-day basis. We are going to be nimble, but we will be primarily focused on the health and safety of all of you, our loyal audience, as well as all the people who work for us and the actors and everyone backstage. Let's see. The question was asked about the discount on youth tickets. Those must be ordered when you order your subscription package. So to get the discount on additional youth tickets, like if you have a subscription for 2 or 4 people and you want to bring children or grandchildren to Cinderella, for example, you must order those at the same time as your subscription package. Otherwise, the discount would not apply. The question was asked if there are multiple subscription packages, a 5, 6, 7 show or 8, as in previous years. It is not, we are not doing individual subscription packages. So this year, the subscription packages is for all of our shows. You know, in some years, we've done as many as 12 and 14 shows, and we felt the need to offer fewer. Many times there were shows closer together and on top of each other. This year, because in the subscription package, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shows spread out from November through next August. We included them all in the subscription package. So to be a subscriber, a true subscriber, you get to see all shows and get those great discounts.
Hey, Todd, someone asked about School Fest, which, you know, I go all over the community and talk to folks, and so many people say, I was a School Fest kid. The first experience was coming to School Fest. And yes, that is going to continue here. We at ASF entertain and inspire and engage 40,000+ students a year through School Fest. So you can bet your bottom dollar that that's going to continue throughout the season.
Just want to repeat, the box office is open right now. If you care to call and get started on this early, be one of the first to get your order in. And asf.net, I'm being told, will open as soon as online, as soon as this presentation is over. A couple other things that you'll see in changes around Alabama Shakespeare Festival when we return indoors. We have been doing some projects. Some are almost complete. Others are just about to get started. But I'm excited to tell you we will have some new public restrooms on the level of the theater entrance. If you remember where our old concession stand was, that is being removed, and that area is being turned into additional public restrooms. And we have 2 new bars that will now serve as concessions and bars. So there'll be non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages, as well as, candy bars and chips and things like that for people to eat. And those beautiful new bars are pretty much complete, and they're on each side of the grand lobby. So it's all going to be in one location. You don't have to go to one location to get your bag of chips and the other location to get your beer or cocktail. You can do it all at one location now.
There was a question about, are there going to be any weeks when there's multiple shows running at one time? There will. During Freedom Rider and Until the Flood, that will be a time we'll be able to see multiple shows at once. But right now, what we're really focusing on is a one show at a time as we come back out of COVID.
And during Cinderella and Christmas Carol.
Oh my gosh, the most wonderful time of the year. How could I have forgotten that one? Thank you, Todd.
I hear that we're having a phone connectivity issue. Maybe it's something to do with weather, and they're working on that right now. If you can't get through online, please get ready to get through on our website at asf.net. The box office will be open tomorrow again if you can't get through tonight. Yes, there was a question about COVID precautions. Yes, we are being flexible on our guidance. That guidance may change from show to show as we're all dealing with this pandemic. So, a month ago or 2 months ago, even a month ago, we would have said unvaccinated people should wear face masks. Those who are vaccinated do not need to. If we were going inside the theater today, we would ask everyone to wear a face mask. When we get to November, we will see. We're following, as I said, CDC and local guidelines and recommendations. When you're on the website, you go to the subscribe tab if you're there looking around.
There was a question, Todd, about the Southern Writers Festival, which since 1991, we've developed over 100 plays through that program. And yes, it will be back. We'll announce those dates later on. And you all may remember a couple of years ago, we made a commitment to commission a new round of new Southern plays. And I'm excited we'll be sharing some really super exciting news very soon about that first round of commissions of new work that will start here in Montgomery, Alabama, and head out to theaters across the country.
There's a question, can you just click the ASF 50 image block? Oh, you can just click it's an answer to a question being helped by Blaine, who's monitoring our questions. You can just click the ASF 50 image block when this is over to go right to the subscription link page. So if you're on our webpage, you'll see the ASF 50 image. You can just click on that and that'll take you right to the subscriptions link. Simple and easy. We had great success when we kicked off, kind of reinvigorated our subscription packages a few years ago. And we're excited to be able to offer these and to offer those great rates and the best seats in the house at those great rates. So I really encourage you to consider being a subscriber. I always say to people, once you become a subscriber, you put that show in your calendar and you make sure you get out of the house and go see some live theater. Otherwise, if you wait and think, oh, I'll wait, maybe I'll order tickets to Little Shop of Horrors, that show will be come and gone and you will have missed it. And you don't want to miss any of these.
And Todd, there was a question about what theater is each of these shows happening in? So, and to your point of how tickets can go quickly, the Octagon, we're featuring A Christmas Carol. Those tickets will go quickly. Little Shop of Horrors will also be in the Octagon, and Until the Flood will be in the Octagon. Shoebox is outside on the grounds, and upstairs in the festival we'll be performing Cinderella, Macbeth, Freedom Rider, Marvelous Wonderettes, and American Mariachi.
And if for some reason, and you might be watching this and have never been to ASF, when Rick says the Octagon Theater, that's our smaller studio theater that typically seats about 250 people. It'll actually seat fewer people for Christmas Carol because of the way it's being staged. We're blocking off some of the seating for that. So that's only going to seat about 175 people. And our large theater, the Festival Theater we call, seats 750. The box office is open. There's been a question. The physical box office is open from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The best number to call is our 334-271-5353 to order your subscriptions. There was a question about descriptions of the plays on the website. Yes, we're working on that. Those will be up and you can view those. Anything else here, Rick? I think we're covering most of the questions.
Yes, and there will be a press release going out announcing this, and you'll be able to see that on our social media and our website as well. So please share with friends far and wide. You know, you all on this special cause night are our nearest and dearest, and we want folks to know what's going on here in Montgomery. You're our best advocates for that. So thank you for getting the word out.
There was a question about being able to add on shoebox, picnic, roadside route 1. You can do that either by calling the box office or with the online season ticket form. So on the season ticket form, which includes all the other 8 shows, there is a checkbox, an area you can indicate that you would also like to add shoebox, roadside, picnic, route 1.
We will be also hosting local auditions for any non-equity or non-union local folks on August 13th and 14th. Please visit our website for information on that, asf.net/auditions. So if you want to sign up, if you're a non-union local actor, please be sure to sign up for that. And there are some remaining kid auditions for Macbeth, and those are on August 29th, and the information is on our website as well.
Just to remind everyone, we have different pricing structures for our theaters. Our ticket prices start at $25 and go up to $64, depending on where the seats are in the theater. The exception to that rule is shoebox, picnic, roadside, route 1. Those tickets are $40 and will include the price of the picnic. So it's a great bargain. You get to see a show and eat for $40. And those tickets are not discounted because of the cost of the food and everything. We weren't able to add any kind of subscriber discount. You as subscribers will be the first one to get a chance to buy a ticket to that show. And those tickets are $40 a piece. The other shows, depending on where you choose to sit in the theater, range from $25 to $64 before the discount. There was a question about special events that subscribers will get first notice about. We do a number of community events, as you probably remember, sometimes, and you'll get first notice about those events. Things we do in downtown at the Crest, we have done some, what do you call those discussions, Rick?
Yeah, we have some different town hall discussions, but it's, you know, subscribers get that first access to special engagements with artists, special talks. You are our nearest and dearest, and we want to get you as close as possible to the art that you love.
Subscribers also get a special day where you get a special tour of the building that is set up. Many people have enjoyed that, and that is free of charge if you're a subscriber. This year, we're going to be offering some public tours of the building, and those will be available for a small price on some Saturdays. That'll be posted on our website at a later date. But that's another one of those subscriber special events. Basically, you get Rick and Todd's tour of the behind the scenes at Alabama Shakespeare Festival. And if you've never seen all of this building, 100,000 square feet, I learned this fact today after 3 years of being here, but it's a great, big, beautiful building and a fantastic facility that we're very lucky to have here in Montgomery, Alabama. So Rick, I think we've used about our time that we had set aside for this. I think we have gotten most of the questions answered. I think actually all the questions that have come through pretty much have been answered. If you have future questions, please reach out to us through our box office or email us. We'll be happy to answer any of those that we can if you think of any. We hope that you will subscribe right now to Alabama Shakespeare Festival's 50th anniversary season. What do you think, Rick?
Thank you all so much. We appreciate you. We cannot wait to see you back in the theater.
Thanks. Good night.